My name is Marcel. Oh no, that's not the first time I've done that.
Marcel the Shell with Shoes On started as a 3-minute YouTube short film that I made back in 2010, along with Jenny Slate, who plays Marcel and who co-writes it with me.
And I do the voice, and we write it and improvise it together. Marcel has one eye and 2 shoes and a face, and he has a grandmother named Isabella Rossellini, or his grandmother's named Nana Connie, but played by Isabella Rossellini.
It exploded into this kind of huge viral sensation, and suddenly, people were sending us pictures of their tattoos that they got of Marcel, which was a wonderful surprise to me, because Jenny and I had just kind of crafted this thing very quickly at one weekend. And now we've spent the last 7 years developing it as a feature film and expanding Marcel's world.
He's been living in a house that's been turned into an Airbnb. He used to live there unbeknownst to the couple that resided in the house. When they broke up, most of his family, by mistake, got trapped in a suitcase that the man took with him. And the film begins with Marcel and his grandmother living alone and describing, why life is different for them now that they don't have their community with them. And the Airbnb is occupied by a documentarian named Dean, who starts to film Marcel and his grandmother and makes a little internet short and puts that on the internet. And when Marcel realizes there's this whole world out there, he starts to have feelings of hope that he had put away, that he would ever find his family again. And the rest of the film is about the adventure that Marcel goes on to try to find his family and his relationship with his grandmother during that time.
It's pretty much common knowledge that it takes at least 20 shells to have a community. My cousin fell asleep in a pocket, and that's why I don't like the saying everything comes out of the wash.
One of the first things that he says in the movie is that it's common knowledge that it takes at least 20 shells to make a community, and without that, you're probably not going to make it. And part of that is me, remembering that, I'm not really religious anymore, but growing up Jewish, you need a certain number of people to make a minyan to be able to, pray to God, which I always found really weird, because I thought, why couldn't I just pray to God, alone? Why do I need all these people around me? But I think, in a way, it's nice. It makes you feel safe, supported, important, significant when you're around other people, and also when you can see which qualities they perceive. What are your most sort of apparent qualities, and all that is all really, really important. And when Marcel is stripped of his community, he doesn't have that reference point anymore. That's really jarring. But the other thing is that his grandmother is the only person who remembers what their life used to be like. The documentarian has no idea. He's never seen creatures like them before. And your community is the keeper of a record that you're not able to keep for yourself. We can try as much as we want to express ourselves, but we don't really. I think it's really actually hard to know what you look like externally and what that means. And you count on other people to hold that for you, that thing that you can only be but not see. And as his grandmother's memory loss progresses, he realizes that there's just nobody else anymore that's gonna hold what they held together. And then when he learns about the internet and is very disappointed to understand that there really is a difference between an audience and a community, you just see him kind of trying to figure out, what do you want more? I mean, this is something that I, as a person and as a comedian and performer, have also had to come to terms with. What do you want, first and foremost? Do you want an audience? Do you want a community? Do you for me, I mostly want a community, and I want that community to sometimes consent to be an audience, so that I can show a part of myself that only comes out when there's a big group of people, and I can show shine out a certain light. And it's all important, but I think what the film talks about is that you actually do need to think about it. You can't just throw stuff out there and hope that you're gonna get exactly what you want. People are specific, and the way they gather actually turns into different forms with different aims. And that can be both really validating and really rewarding, and also incredibly disappointing and hard on the heart.
I think a lot of people are feeling like they've missed their community right now. We started making this film 7 years ago, so even if we wanted to make a topical film, that possibility waved bye-bye to us long ago. But I think it's a testament to the fact that if you tell a story from the heart and you are specific and you really invest in the emotions of a story, that it will not only be universal, but will also probably, you can see shades of whatever time period you watch it in. So it's evergreen.
He has got to go. Not that I don't like Arthur.
Dad.
No, oh my God,
Arthur.
no,
Arthur.
off.